Hello and welcome again to the Friday Wrap. I'm Mayor Mickey. It is May 18th. I am once again filming on site today, of course, at the Burr Ridge Veterans Memorial. For a lot of reasons. We have a lot of big events coming up, especially one coming up tomorrow that I'll tell you about. And it was very exciting. A lot of big things, big news happening around the village. And I think, besides, I think summer has arrived. The village board meeting. We had 23 items on the consent agenda that were approved. The meeting was only a couple hours this time, 2-3 hours, but most important topic was McDonald's. The McDonald's facility on the corner of 91st and Route 83 that's being proposed. After another hour or so of discussion and input from residents and from the board, that was approved in a 5-1 vote. It's a $3 million project. I should say the consideration was approved. The actual official ordinance will be approved at the next board meeting. We also got an update from the School Excellence Committee, which I will bring someone to the microphone in a minute to discuss what's going on in the village. This is one of the most important things going on in the village regarding the civil rights complaint pending against District 86. Also, we also nominated Barry Irwin, one of the Burr Ridge residents, longtime Burr Ridge residents and local attorneys, to the Plan Commission after some discussion about that topic as well. But the timing was perfect and he'll be a great candidate. We also had an Economic Development Committee meeting this week. Had a lot of great news there too. You know, the village now has the highest occupancy rate that it ever has, with the retail at 72%. And sales this quarter are up 8%. Up 25%, and traffic is up 8%. It's just things are really on a roll. Congratulations to the management over there and to the entire organization. We also have a couple of different companies looking at it for both a breakfast lunch place as well as a place for it's called Life Works. So it's a place where people can go and work and actually socialize, etc. So that's also pending. We also approved the biennial business survey. And trying to do some new things for that to get a higher reporting rate on that, because we definitely need, the businesses are the lifeblood of the village, of any village, and we need the surveys to figure out how we can get better. Also this week I drove past the indoor soccer complex that's being built. Actually, it's in Willowbrook, but it's being built by a Burr Ridge resident, Roy Dobrasinovich, who owns Compass Trucks. We had Mario over there and the general contractor, Walter Vasilinovich. It's a great picture. I'm sure you've been driving by. It's a great facility. It's also going to have indoor golf. Some issues we covered in the village this week also had to do with a complaint registered against the Burr Ridge Baseball League. That's starting to heat up as well. If you had any issues regarding that, be sure to contact the village. We steer you in the right direction, though it's not directly involved with us. Also, we had some liquor license applicants that had some managers that had some prior issues that we have to go through a whole interviewing process to make sure that they're sufficiently rehabilitated for them to work at those organizations. This week, I also had I had a nice little trip down to Peoria. What an amazing week it was. There's a statue in Gettysburg that's life-size of Lincoln and the common man. Well, there's a sculptor by the name of Seward Johnson that made one 35 feet tall that was on Michigan Avenue for about 6 months, and now for a year it's down at the Riverfront Museum in Peoria. It's phenomenal if you ever get a chance to go down there. It's one of the most popular places for people to take pictures or take selfies from. And this week, tomorrow, we have the largest Armed Forces Day event probably in the county. It's held here at Burr Ridge. We're going to have of course the color guard, the flags. We're going to have some singers. We're going to have a band. We have flyover. It's the biggest veterans event certainly in our town, but one of the biggest in the county. Come here at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's phenomenal. And also a new addition this time around are some new flags, which I'll show you right now. These are 5 flags of the military, 1 flag for each branch of the military. Now this was a generous gift given by a former village president and former trustee, Len Ruzak. He donated that in honor of his 5 brothers, and that just went up in the last couple of weeks. It's just phenomenal. Thank you, Len. God bless you, and we appreciate you doing that. That was a great final installation of something here at the Veterans Memorial. So now I'd like to introduce you to one of our trustees, Zach Model. He is the one who is spearheading the school excellence committee and has all the ins and outs, knows all the ins and outs regarding this pending possible complaint that's really being directed by residents, but with some stewardship from the village, because it's a long-standing issue in the village regarding District 86. So, Zach, come on over and join me.
Well, thank you, Mayor. Great to be here with you today.
Thank you for coming.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Well, you know, this is an important complaint, and I'm also pleased to get to work with Trustee Anita Mittal. She's co-chairing the Schools Excellence Committee with me, and you know, this is a complaint that residents have talked to us about for quite a long time, and it's affecting their property values, it's affecting their children's opportunity to get a good education, and really what the issue is about, it's about fairness and equality. You know, on this side of town, we pay taxes just like on that side of town, but a lot of residents believe that they are not giving access to the same equal education that you can get at Hinsdale Central. Hinsdale South seems to not have the same opportunities. So we really did a deep dive into the evidence and looked at the facts, and it's in my opinion pretty damning. And we put together a complaint that we're about to file. We're not using any village funds to do this. I want to mention the village attorney did donate some time pro bono to help us out, but really this is 100% resident driven. We had over a dozen residents, well, 12 residents who served on the committee. Diverse set of backgrounds of those residents. Some had expertise in legal, some had expertise in real estate, some education and business. So they brought their expertise together, they combed through the facts. We've developed a complaint that we're going to file on June 1st against the District 86. It's a civil rights complaint at the U.S. Department of Education. And what it seeks to do, it doesn't propose any specific solutions, but it seeks to require the district to find a better way to deal with the attendance issues, with the fiscal issues, and with the education issues, and the lack of fairness and equality between Hinsdale South and Hinsdale Central.
Well, that's great, Zach. Appreciate you really kind of getting that ball rolling. I know that was one of the big reasons why you joined the board initially, and now it's really getting some traction. God knows it's been an issue that Burr Ridge really felt like our hands were tied, but with brainstorming of these dozen residents that along with you and Trustee Mittal, looks like you're off to a great start here. At least a great next step in order to start opening up the dialogue. Because as good as Hinsdale South is a great school, and by anyone's standards, but the education, the curriculum somehow went two different directions.
That's correct. You know, and it's again about fairness and equality here and fiscal responsibility. When the board is proposing to expand facilities at Central, but they've got vacant space at South, I think our taxpayers are concerned. Parents who have children at schools, they want them to have the same excellent education, and really it should be. We're one district and the same, but I want to make it clear that the board just provided a forum for the residents to come together, raise their concerns, and this is 100% resident driven. So hopefully we'll see some change in the district for the better for all sides of the district.
Well, once again, Trustee Mittal, Zach, appreciate your support and your help with that. My goodness, and thanks for all the information. That's great.
Well, if residents want to sign on, you know, they should come to the Veterans Memorial tomorrow at 10 a.m. I will have a copy of the complaint for them to review and a signature petition that they can sign on as a complainant in the case. So we sure would like to have as many signatures as possible. One signature is enough, but 100, 1,000 sure would speak volumes.
And how else can they get in contact with you to get their signature on that complaint?
Well, they could email me at my Burr Ridge email address, which is available on the website. Email me with your phone number. I'll text you or call you, whatever you please, and arrange an appointment so you can sign. You can review the complaint in person. It's also posted on the village website in our board docs section. You can see a full copy of the complaint on the village website under the board docs under the schools committee, so you can review it there.
Great, and of course, you're always welcome to email me at mickey@mayormickey.com. Once again, thank you for joining us for the Friday Wrap. Have a blessed day, and be sure to join us tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Thanks for joining us.